the voice represents, or better, it's reflecting everything about you. And it reflects you in 3 different areas. So these 3 areas, it reflects your past and your present, and of course, your potential. So you might be thinking, what? The voice can reflect your past? Yes. So whatever trauma that you have experienced, whatever struggle, whatever suffering that you had experienced as a child, and if you are 21 today, forever 21, we're all 21. So if you are 21, that means that all the past 20 plus years, all these things, they are reflected in your voice. So what kind of past it is reflecting? And so for example, we are going to use a few very common voice problems. And we're going to talk about how they are reflecting and what they are reflecting about you. Sometimes maybe even you would be surprised. So the first one, it is a monotonous voice, a monotonous voice. So you might be thinking, oh, a monotonous voice, how is it reflecting my past? It is reflecting different pathways of your past. Now, your past may be in one of them or all of them. So one reason that a voice is monotonous, and that is that you are very left brain focused. You are very left brain focused, meaning, so you are very logical, you are very rational. The way you are speaking is very rational. So I see that in a lot of my clients, when they are speaking, they are thinking in their head and working out all the logics in their head, so that when they're speaking, you can see in my demonstration, it is reflecting that they are thinking. At the same time, it is analytical, it is rational, it is logical, it is boring. One client of mine, when I said something to him, I could see, even though that he hadn't articulated what he was thinking, but I could see that in his mind, there was already a big map of analysis going on. So I was telling him, I said, even though you're not speaking, but I could see that you're already doing your logical calculating in your head. He said, yes, exactly. So if you are very rational, if you are very logical, then of course that the voice comes out will be monotonous. Now this has to do with the way you were brought up, the environment you were brought up. And it might be that somehow when you were young, you bought into this belief that don't bring emotion into things that you do. Don't bring emotion into things that you do. Emotions are a waste of energy. Emotions are a waste of efficiency, a waste of productivity. So you might have bought in this misconception when you were young. And that made you to focus on logics, on analysis. So a lot of my clients who are in the finance, who are in engineering, and accounting, they would be having this logical thinking, logical mind, which resulted in their monotone. You want to know that if you want to become influential, if every time you speak, you want to engage the audience, you want to make an impact in them, you cannot just rely on logic, because logic makes people think. That's all. They only makes people think. They don't make people take action. So we already know this. Why is it that we don't leave the terrible relationships? Now, a lot of people, they are stuck, so-called stuck in their terrible relationships. They're not leaving, even though that they are not happy. They are not having the life that they desire, but they just stayed in the relationship. It's because that the emotion, the pain was not strong enough for them to leave yet. We don't change because the pain is not strong enough, which is the emotion. So when you speak, whenever you speak, whoever you are speaking to, even to the logical people you're speaking to, you can explain the logics, but at the same time, you must have the emotion, because logic makes people think. Emotion makes people act. So it is the emotion that push people to make a change.